Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are making a DIY Dollar Tree graveyard. Let's get to it. Okay, so I bought two pieces of the thick poster board from the dollar store. All these items in this video are from the dollar store, but I did cut out 8 pieces of tombstones, different sizes from the one poster board. You'll see what I do with the next one, like with the other half of the poster boards coming up in the video. And I painted this in like a gray color. They didn't have the white like I said, so I got the black, but I still wanted them to be gray, so I did mix some black and white paint to get that gray color that I wanted to paint them the gray color. Okay, so this is the leftover spiders and bats that I have left over from my haunted house DIY that I just did last week. And the spiders are orange, but I wanted to paint them in black. So I do cut the ring part off because they're supposed to be rings. And I use scissors, but when I go to paint them, I realize that there's still like some pieces on it that I didn't want on there. So I end up using my wire cutters because it cut more. It was more of a closer cut to the spider, and it was a lot better than to have that part sticking out. Anyway, so I get a paper towel and I put them on top and I start painting the spiders black because I wanted the spiders to be black and not orange. Okay, so as I was letting the spiders dry, I pulled over the gravestones and well, the tombstones, and I they didn't completely dry. Like some of them didn't dry all the way, and I just wanted to get this done. But some of them that were dry, I did use my heat gun to um I guess dry them a little bit so I can write down the words. So I did get some white paint and I did RIP on a couple of them. Um so I got 8. I thought I had 9, but I do have 8. So I do RIP on like 4 of them. And then I move on to the next. Okay, now here, what I'm doing is I have some leftover white paint. So I added some black paint, then the rest of the white paint that I had in there, I mixed it all in the Ziploc bag. And I had these decorative rocks. They're really small, and I thought that they would be perfect for this. So they were white, and I wanted them in black or gray, whatever. So I ended up putting them in the Ziploc bag with the paint, and I painted them in the color that I wanted to paint them. Wasn't sure if that was gonna work, but it actually did. I was pretty happy about that. So here is the other half of the poster board. So I cut the one in half. I believe, I think it was 13 by 36. 13 and a half by 36. Okay, so you will see the table in a second once I put that on there. So I cut that in half, well, the two poster boards, and then I glue the two parts together. And after I glue the two parts together, I then grab the tombstones and I glue them on there along with everything else that I'm putting on there. But you'll see how that's coming out slowly. Okay, so Dollar Tree had these skeletons, and I had an image in my head, and I wasn't like, I'm not one to decorate for Halloween, but um, I had this image in my head, and I was like, you know what? Let me do something different outside of the box, 'cause I don't really normally do anything like this. So I got the skeletons, and I take the string off of them because it's supposed to be a garland, and I get two packs of these. So four of them I use on the graveyard, and the other four I use for something else. So you'll see how that turns out once I put everything together. I wanted to do everything here first, and then you'll see me put the whole display together. As you can see, I am using my glue gun, my hot glue gun, to glue everything on the board, because what I wanted to do required, of course, the tombstones to be standing. But I that's why I got the poster board, because it'd be easier to do it on there, because I wasn't really trying to glue anything like this on my table. Okay, so the heads to the skeleton were kind of flimsy, so I did grab some hot glue, and I glue their heads in the positions that I wanted them to be, if that makes sense. So I wanted them to be looking down, I put their heads down. If I wanted them looking up or straight, I glue their heads so they can stay in the place that I wanted them to. Um, these are like, well, they're dollar stores, so you're not really supposed to move the arms and legs, stuff like the waist and stuff. So moving some of the pieces, I ended up breaking them, but actually it worked out really good because I ended up using the pieces that I broke off for something else. But after I do that, I end up grabbing some of that leftover like light gray paint, and I started to put a little bit on top of the poster board, the black poster board there. Okay, so here I am putting the spiders that I painted black on here along with the bats from that set of rings that I had. Um, and then here I was looking for, I don't know, like a cloth. Don't know what it's called, but I couldn't find it at the dollar store. I know I saw it there before, but when I was looking for what I was gonna get for this, I don't know, for some reason I couldn't find it. But I only needed the white part. But I bought two of these skeletons and I took it apart. It was kind of hard because everything is like glued together and it had like that tie on there. But I took it apart and I only used the white part to this. I didn't need the gray one. I didn't need the skeleton. I just needed that white cloth that was on there. But you'll see what I do with that later on in the video. But there's one more step before we move on to putting the whole table together. Keep watching. Okay, so here are the other four skeletons. Remember I told you I had a pack of four and I did something with the first set of four and this is the second set of four. So these will be around the graveyard. So you can see how that comes out. But I do have some of that twine that I took off of the first one and I saved it because I wanted to make sure that I used it. And I end up gluing them to the arms and stuff like that, but you'll see where I'm going at with this because after this you're gonna see me putting everything together. Here I am playing with the skeletons before I put them on the table. Anyway, so here I am putting my display on the table. I do get my lights ready. This table is a pretty old table. I've had it for a little over 2 years. I built this myself, but it does need a fresh coat of paint, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I put this whole thing on here and I put the rocks on that we painted earlier on the video. I wanted to make it look like the skeletons were coming out of the grave. I add some lights on there. I glue one of the skeletons that's hanging in the string. I glue the other one on the opposite side. Make it look like they're climbing up. And on the bottom right corner, I do use my glue gun to glue the skeleton going up my table. I'm on the bottom right. I thought I got a better recording on that one, but I didn't. And then I do record on the opposite side. I do put the other one on the opposite side, but I didn't catch that on recording, so I apologize for that. So like I said, I thought I caught this on video and I didn't. I should have moved the camera over a little bit, but I was putting the other skeleton on the other side of the table. And then what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to put the finishing touches, that white cloth, more spiders. But that will complete our craft for today. Um, I normally don't make these videos this long. I usually try to keep my videos 15 minutes or less. But I hope you guys stay to the end. The outcome was fabulous. But I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.